All right,
All right,
Kim.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay,
Bye.
Stacy, we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, Daisy, I'll see you Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh, Daisy's not going.
I'm not going. I'm going to
Daisy.
I'm going to New Orleans instead.
Oh, that
Long
sounds like
story.
fun.
Okay, Kim, it's all you.
It's all me. Hey guys, how are you? Can you
Good.
believe we are halfway through July already?
No.
N-O. I mean, it's crazy because it seems like, we were just celebrating the beginning of the year and June was a great month and we're already halfway through July. I'm like, oh my gosh, before I know it, here in Florida, the kids are going back to school and then, it's the holidays and everything. It's crazy. But in all that craziness, I know that we have some amazing things going on either in our personal lives or our business. And I would love to find out what those are. So share with us some of those things that are going your way.
I'll go. Can you hear me?
I can.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on my iPad, so I've never been on my iPad. I have tons of fundraisers for next month. They've actually started this week. I have 7 fundraisers.
Wow.
Sweet. Congratulations.
And 1 regular party this month. And all my fundraisers are actually starting now, even though I have August 1st as my party date.
Perfect, Julie. That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Who else?
I sold a coffee pot. The new deluxe coffee.
They are so awesome. Tell us about that. Who'd you sell it to?
It was actually a host that bought it. She just placed it under her husband's name just to boost. She was really close to the 650 to get the extra 150 in rewards. So I was really shocked. I thought she was going to get it like with her rewards, but she purchased it herself. So that was a nice surprise.
I'll tell you too, Justine has a social post of one of her drinks that she made, and I am not a coffee drinker whatsoever, and it made me ask her, what is that? So, what was that?
There was no coffee in it.
I know. So when you were telling me about it, I'm like, oh, that might be something that I might be interested in.
Really good.
So tell me, what was it again?
So I did milk, the vanilla cream frappe mix, some of the Pampered Chef vanilla, and ice. And then I kind of did like how Starbucks did. I lined the outside of my cup with like some caramel. And then I poured it in, and then I added some more caramel, and it was delicious. The only thing that was missing would be like some whipped cream and the whipped cream maker, but it was really good.
I'm in the middle of it.
Those are the things that get people started talking. So great job.
And what I did is I took a picture of the drink in front of the coffee maker, and I posted it.
Smart woman. Who else? Who has booked a party this week? Raise your hand. Who's booked a party this week?
I have.
Okay. Who's running a party this week? Raise your hand.
I am.
Who has any fundraisers coming up? Oh, what is going on? My phone just made some weird noise I've never heard before. Anybody have any fundraisers whatsoever? I know Julie does. Who else? Okay. How many of you guys woke up this morning?
Colleen should share about her.
Okay, Colleen.
I'm having the Price is Right party right now. It was supposed to end today, but I've had a few more people join, so we're going to extend it a couple days. But it's going good and it is fun. I've really enjoyed it.
Isn't it?
It is.
Good.
So I'm at $1,100 in sales and more to come, hopefully. Yeah,
congratulations.
But it's fun. I like it. Thank you.
Those are always so much fun. I know the guests love it, and it just puts a smile on our face when, we know that our guests are having fun and they're purchasing things. So who else? Let's see, we got about 30 more seconds.
Oh,
Miranda said in the chat that she has 2 fundraisers.
Sweet. Okay. Well,
I earned my planner.
oh,
I
sweet.
put that all over social media too. All over, you guys did the whole thing.
I'm gonna take a picture of mine and put it on somewhere because it was really, have you gotten it yet?
Well, I haven't checked the mail today, but I did get a lot of boxes from Pamper Chef today.
I did too today. I was like, ooh, it's really cool looking. I really like it. And I think that it's going to be helpful for, I'm going to throw it in my VIP page. So if you guys, get those, put it on your personal page. People are going to ask about it, but make sure that you're including recipes and things from Pampered Chef. So, okay, guys. Well, no one else has something to share. We can always share at the end too, but I'm going to kick it off over to Stephanie.
All right, guys. So my computer is like overheating right now. I don't know what's going on, so I'm sorry if it glitches or anything. So I'm gonna quickly go over the, oh, can you enable screen sharing, please? I'm gonna quickly go over booking parties from your parties. Awesome, thank you. Okay, so Stacy just updated the training video at the top of the document. If you haven't already, you definitely need to check it out. There's lots of great information in there. And then on here, it shows you the 3 main ways to book parties from your parties. So we have the host booking challenge, the text ordering guests and table guests that have provided their number, and Facebook messages to everyone else. So number 1 here, the host booking challenge, you're provided with an image and some wording to be able to walk both you and your host through the whole entire process. And then here, text ordering guests, and of course the table guests that have provided their phone numbers. And this will include wording for ordering guests and non-ordering guests. And the bonus prize is the way you can reach everyone else. So this is the way to message everybody that you don't have their phone number through Facebook. And the top section here has, it requires a small incentive to get the booking, but not everybody can do that, and that's totally okay. So below there is 1, 2, and 3. These provide wording without an incentive to book. And then we have the additional resources down here at the bottom. You have a link to a digital tracker, a printable tracker, and an all-in-one digital tracker. You can do all of these booking asks, but it doesn't do any good if you're not following up with them. And the best way to know that you are following up with these people is through tracking, because Stacy says that 2% of your sales comes from the first ask, and 98% of your sales come after that. So if you only do the first ask and you're not tracking to keep up on your follow-ups, you're missing out on 98% of your possible business bookings and sales. So, and then there's another link here that goes over different ways to interact with your guests in the party, and then overcome objections. These words I use all the time. I have this document actually starred so that I can find it easily. And you're gonna get a lot of no's, but a lot of those no's are gonna come with a reason. And Stacy provides you with wording to help overcome those objections. So, and then of course, we have the booking store. Now your goal for your party is to have a successful party. And a successful party is 3 new customers, 2 new parties, 1 to replace the one you're having, and 1 to grow your business, and then 1 new recruit. So if you don't get that second booking in your party, right here at the booking store is where you can find some ideas to go outside of your party to get that second booking. All right. I don't know who I'm passing it off to. Let me look really quick.
It's me.
Hey, I'm passing it off to Daisy.
Hey everybody, how was your Monday? How's everything going? This is totally not on our agenda, so if I get in trouble for sharing it with you, I'm gonna. So since you guys were talking about, let me share my screen. Since you guys are talking about fundraisers, I have started a whole bunch of fundraisers myself, and I actually have done some amazing like web pages for them. We have talked about these, all like, what was it, like a couple months ago. So this is just what I've kind of been sending out, because all of my fundraisers, they all have their own direct site, right? And I just think it's easier to get out there. So if you guys like, here's another one I sent out. This is a bunny rescue. And just like things about them. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys, just in case it was like appealing to all of you, to throw it out there. Okay. Just in case. It's easy to text it. It's just easy to share it. It's easy all around, and it takes them directly to the thing. Yeah, Julie.
Hey Daisy, do you have the one graphic we worked on today that you worked on this afternoon?
I do. Yeah, here. So Julie had this on her page today, and I was like, hey, I think this is incorrect, because she had it different.
It's called The Teacher Didn't Proofread It.
Yeah, and so I changed it up for her and sent it back to her. I could put this in the resource doc if you guys want as well, to throw it on your page. I will fix this. I didn't even see that I screwed this up. But yeah, this is just a breakdown of like when you do a fundraiser, you know, what the amounts are going to be, what their totals are going to be. There was a spot over here that had like, she would make a donation, so I could put that back in there if you guys are thinking about donating on top of your 30%. That's totally up to you guys as well. I just took that out for Julie. So I kind of redid this graphic for her and sent it over to her, and I'll put that in the document as well. This is something easy to throw out there as well. So, but my training part, you guys, I'm so sorry, is, let me stop screen sharing so I can see everybody real quick, is how many people have a recruiting post in their template every day. Oh, Larry's coming on. Okay, so I can't see half of the people. So I know that when we moved over to boards, I kind of started slacking in this area. Just be transparent with all of you, because it was a whole transition. It was different, all the things. And so I wanted to talk about what we do with our recruiting post, right? Some people had last week on our call, I think, they were saying, when I said, I asked them, not now or not ever. So I thought this was going to be like a great time to bring up the recruiting as well. Like, so let me show you what I have. So I have a couple of graphics like this. This is just like earn a flexible income, flexible schedule. I have this in a party with some words that, you know, make them up for yourself. But when they like say, hey, like extra money would be great for groceries, or extra money to earn trips would be amazing, or whenever they comment, I always put it in the, here it is right here. I had one this week. I always say, check your inbox for a special message. So what I do is I actually make it pertinent to them. So I'm going to be like, hello, Carl, it's Daisy with the Pamper Chef Gal. I appreciate your question about my business and Julie's party. Quick question, since I know if I don't ask, were you just playing for tickets, which is completely fine, or were you curious about the business at all? This is a great time of year to join. We are currently blah, 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 blah. I look forward to hearing from you. So this is just a great way to open that door up, right? Some people are scared. We talked about last week kind of doing it scared, but we're never going to know if they were interested with the business or not if we don't directly physically ask them, okay? So I have a couple of things like what I do. Here's my, you know, what would you do with $500? This lady, she said, you know, help others. And I said, check your inbox for a special message. I sent her a message and she said she was just playing for the tickets, but we're never going to know. We're never going to know if we're going to put them on our hot, warm, cold list, right? So here was a post that I actually sent to her. I made it, you know, again, you have to change up the words. This was a $500 post. Just, you know, if you don't ask, were you playing for tickets? Are you curious about making a little bit extra money? I look forward to hearing from you. I have another wording, you know, it's just, they're all different. So I'm going to throw these in the document, but it's like, hello, Susan, it's Daisy, the Pamper Chef Gal. I appreciate your question about my business and Tina's party, which I didn't take that out. I just started my business, blah, blah, blah. I can't express how much, you know, I enjoy what I do. Quick question, since if I don't ask, were you just playing for tickets? So this is just throwing it out there that I just love what I do to make it, you know, appealing to them. I did throw in a couple of graphics. These come from Stephen when we started asking back in when I started Pampered Chef, which was almost 5 years ago. So these are just, you know, what are your hours? How many hours would you want to work? When they message in the comments, you reach out to them. Here's another one. And I have a blank page. But anyways, here's one about the Tuesday when you do this on Monday, right? Let them know, or Tuesday, whatever day works perfect for you. The Curious George post, if they're curious about, you know, what it's like to be a Pamper Chef consultant, you could throw them over into the opportunity event. We talked about that last week as well. So these are just a couple of words that you could send and put in your parties to like get those recruiting posts. Or I know a couple people, I think Sarah Havron that's on the call, I think she messages her like host directly and like sends them a personal invite to the opportunity event every week. So I just wanted to share what I do. Does anybody have any questions for me? Everybody's all quiet. Okay. I'm going to pass it off to Shelly.
Hello. So I am going to talk to you a little bit more about overcoming the objections. So the concept of overcoming the objection, whether it's a booking objection or a recruiting objection, is the same theory. So I'm going to share this with you really quick. Think of it like a sandwich. So you want to validate their objection by saying, I completely understand that. You can say you can even say that's a valid concern. That's a question I had before I had my first party or before I decided to join. And then overcome their objection by telling them, so say their objection is that they're too busy. So then you say, that is one of the most common things that I hear from potential hosts or potential consultants. What if I could show you that how you could do this business in just a few hours a week? Would you be interested in knowing more? So you have told them that their objection is valid and that most everyone has that same concern, and you're telling them that you have the systems in place to show them how they could do it in the time that they have available. And then you ask them a question, would you be interested in knowing more? So when you think of it as a sandwich and try to remember that you want to validate their concern, overcome the objection of time, or maybe they think that those are the only dates that you have available for a party. And you can be like, oh heavens no, we can have a party any week. Let's look a little farther out. What's good for, what week would work for you, or what month are you thinking would work for you? You always want to end with a question. So in the 7 steps, so when we're talking about booking objections and you go to the 7 steps and you've got your words and then what to say when they say no. There's a board for that, but I know some people just have the 3 boards and so they aren't able to have every board. That's why we have these Google Docs. So there are responses for like every, just about anything you can think of that they would say. I never have successful parties, my parties flop. I can understand why that would make you feel nervous to try again. I would feel that way too. But here's what I found. The team I joined has the systems and processes in place to help hosts have the most amazing parties. My job as your consultant is to guide you to a successful party. I'll be with you each step of the way to ensure your success. Nothing to lose and lots to gain, I promise. If you weren't worried about the outcome, would you be willing to give it a try with me? I'm not interested at this time. No problem. Thank you for getting back to me. Would later in the year be good for you? Host still gets credit as long as it's within 6 months of her party. There was one I wanted to specifically know without a reason. I'll pass at the moment. Thank you. Thanks for getting back to me. I appreciate it. May I ask if you mean not now or not ever? I wouldn't want to keep bothering you in the future. I think I said last week, I have never had anybody say no, not ever. They just say now's not good. If they do say no, not ever, then you can say, thank you for being honest. I just wanted to be sure I asked. Would you like to be on my email list for upcoming customer specials? You can opt out at any time. Or you can, another one I say is, would you like to join my VIP group? Where I post about the specials and recipes, and most of the time people say yes to joining the VIP group. I always send the link and let them decide if they want to request to join. So there are also words for overcoming the objections of when they have an objection for recruiting. There's also objections to the business. I'm too busy. I get that. Feeling too busy is probably the most common objection I hear. Most people think it takes a lot more time than it actually does. Because it's so flexible, you can work in as little or as much time as you want, and it's easy to fit into any schedule. How much time do you think it would take? You've asked the question. They then come back with, I don't know, like, aren't you on the computer all day long? And then you can be like, no, I schedule my posts to, I schedule my party to post at the beginning. I used to say I had a scheduler, but I say I schedule my parties to post at the beginning of the party, and all the posts run automatically without me doing a thing. And then you ask another question. So I just wanted to be sure that you knew where to find those objection. They're in the 7 steps. They're either in a board, you can have them in a board, or there is a Google document within the 7 steps for both things, objections to the business and objections to bookings. Does anybody have questions about objections in general that I can answer? Man, we are a quiet group today.
A very quiet group tonight.
Yeah. Oh, I see a whole bunch more people that weren't on when I looked
Yeah,
last
hi
time.
Dawn.
Hi, Dawn and Jordan and Dawn and
There's a Leah too. Meredith.
yeah, Leah's been on a while. Meredith.
Melissa.
Sorry, I just saw them.
You want me to make some noise?
Yes. Ask a question.
I don't have any questions right now, though.
Okay. So,
Hopefully I'll have
I
some
have a
though.
question.
sure.
All right. Okay, now it's
We got
my
a question. We got a question.
Oh, what's the question?
Hi, so my name is Diana. Hi. Sometimes I run across people that say they're not interested. But then I hand them a catalog and it looks like they are interested. So, because they're like, no, no, thank you, no, thank you. But they look like they really like the stuff in the catalog. So what do I tell them?
So these people you're talking to in person?
Actually, yeah, at first I talked to her on Facebook, but then I went to her house in person and I gave her a catalog. So
I would probably give her a little time to look at the catalog, and then I would say, did you get a chance to check out the catalog? Is there anything that you are interested, that you might be interested in, and have, or you could ask, what would be your wish list item? Is there anything that you have on your wish list? And then you can follow up with, you know, this month and next month, we have 60% off with just a $200 party. I would also invite her to your VIP group.
okay,
If you have one.
sounds good. Thank
That's
you.
a great question.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you. Lisa is going to talk to us next about cooking shows.
Yeah, I had a few people ask me, hey, give me some tips on cooking shows. First of all, let me ask everyone on here, have you ever done a cooking show, an in-person show? Elise has, Colleen has. All right, so, and Lorinda says no, Melissa says no. Okay, so I'm going to go over few tips for you and kind of a little bit of an outline. Driving home from West Virginia today, I kind of jotted down the outline. I am going to type it up in a document so that it's something that if you ever get someone who wants to do a cooking show and you are willing to do it, you'll have a little bit of an outline about what you should do. And of course, you can always reach out to me. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is what? You got to book the party, right? And there are those people who love those in-person parties, okay? And the biggest thing is, guys, host coaching. Host coaching is not only critical to your virtual parties, but it's also critical for your home shows, okay? You have got to stay in contact with that host, and there's lots of things you need to talk to her about. Now, for instance, the most important thing is she needs to pick out the recipes. You can give her some ideas of recipes that would go along with products that you have. Okay, like some of us have way more products than others. So if you only are brand new and you have a small kit and you have a few things, then you're going to want to pick out some recipes that you can take your products to her house and make. Another thing is maybe she has products that you can use, okay? So always keep that in mind and discuss the menu with her. Let her know too that she is responsible for buying the groceries, and that you will be bringing the products. And I always take my Pampered Chef spices that go along with the recipes. Okay, because that's a great way to sell your pantry items at the parties. Okay, and then when you're going to a party, I learned this the hard way, and I actually talked to Stacy about it because she was doing a lot of home shows when I first started. And I said, I am so tired after these parties, and I take all my products. I mean, I was carrying 3 and 4 bags full of products to these parties. And she says, oh my gravy. No, she said, you only take the products you need for the recipes that you're making. All right. And then if somebody says, oh, I would love to see, I was really hoping you'd bring that air fryer. I really love that, would love to see that thing. And you say, oh, okay, well, I can always bring it to your party. All right. So that is a booking tool, right? And it works. Trust me, it works. In the beginning, I did a lot of cooking shows. I love them. And if you know Kim Arter, that's how she joined my team, from doing cooking shows. All right. I think I did 3 before she joined. But you want to arrive at the house at least 30 minutes early. Okay. But before that, we're going to do some prep. So what you want to do is you want to have a binder, or you want to have, those clear plastic frames that you can get at the Dollar Tree. Okay. And you want to print out your flyers. You want your host special flyer, your guest special flyer, any sale flyers that we have going on at the time that you're doing that party. And most importantly, you want to have the new consultant kit flyer. Okay. And I used to put them in a binder that I could just flip through as I was doing my opening, telling my story, talking about all the things Pampered Chef, right? And these are the specials that are going on, blah, 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 blah. And you flip through it. Then you hand it to the person on the end and let them look through it and pass it around. Okay. One of the most important things in your opening is telling your story. Your story, no matter how new you are to Pampered Chef, is the most powerful tool that you have, because you never know who you're going to reach with your story. I have shared my story, and it's long, so I will refrain from tonight, but and a lot of people have connected with me through my story, and they'll say, well, if he or she can do this, then I can too. Right? Like he or she works a full-time job or a part-time job, or maybe she does this full-time from home. I would love to do that too, right? Maybe they hate their job. Maybe they hate their boss. Maybe they just need some extra income. Maybe it's a single mom who is struggling, who's working 2 or 3 jobs and struggling to make ends meet and feed her kids. I mean, goodness gracious, guys, the cost of groceries these days is insane, utterly insane. And so make sure that you are sharing your story and how Pampered Chef has helped you, changed your life, whatever. Maybe it was just connecting with you with friendships with people, a way of escape somehow. I mean, even though we're meeting on Zoom, I look forward to this call every Monday night so that I can see you guys. We can text and message and help each other all week long, but it sure is nice to see your faces. And, like Justine is on here tonight, and I haven't seen her in a long time now. I see her on Facebook. I see her sweet baby. I see lots of things that she's doing. But it really is nice, right? To see each other and to, I don't know, just connect. There's just something about it. So you want to share all that, and one thing that people have a big, huge problem with is they've done direct sales before and they had no support, right? They had no support. They didn't have this big group of people that I'm looking at right now on my computer screen, that any one of us, right? Any one of us is going to help any of your people, or, right? Melissa Peterson says, been there, no fun, right? Anybody else been in a direct sales that you really didn't have support? I mean, yeah, Julie raised her hand. It stinks. And I can tell you that being part of the Itzel and the Drapowski organization, and whatever your teams are, and I know our team, there's tons of support, right? And if somebody, I tell people, if you don't feel supported, then you haven't let us know you need some help, right? And that's just the truth. And so that's a big thing that I hear a lot. And when you want to converse with your people, and it's like kind of like a virtual party, you're having to chat with people, right? And I often tell people, newer people, you, like in a virtual party, you have to chat with people as if they're sitting right in front of you, right? And when you're welcoming new people to your team pages, you don't just give them a like or a thumbs up, like, welcome to the team. You want to say something like, welcome to the team. We're so thankful you're here, right? Nice to meet you. Can't wait to get to know you better. Something. So it's the same way in an in-person party, except they are right in front of you, right? So you're going to be talking to these people. They're going to be talking about products they have. And it just goes on forever. Now, I could go on and on and on, but for the sake of time, I'm going to zoom through this a little bit more. You want to you can go to the Dollar Tree. I use the Dollar Tree for a lot of things because I don't want to spend a ton of money, right? Like, I want to are we all here to make money, right? Friendships, but we're all here for, let's just, money. We want to make some money. So we don't want to have to spend all of our money, right? So go to the Dollar Tree and get yourself, I don't know if they have the rolls now. You can get the rolls of them at Walmart, but they're more expensive. They have them in a package, those two-way tickets that you can pass out and keep the other half, right? Does everybody know what I'm talking about? So at my parties, I would take like a basket of things that I had, like Season's Best catalogs, some Twix-It clips, break them all up. They just get one, right? You're not giving out a whole package. I mean, you can if you want to, but again, we're not here to break the bank, right? And so maybe it was toaster tongs, or you can go to the consultant shopping place there in, oh my gosh, my brain. In the sample section, and you can buy some like 5 or 6 spatulas at a time, or but don't go crazy. Just get a few things, and maybe it's things that you already have, and maybe it's not even a Pampered Chef item, but I highly recommend that you take Pampered Chef items. Sometimes a great thing to take is if you're getting the Taste Buds subscriptions, and I hope all of you are getting the Taste Buds subscription, and maybe there's a spice in there that you don't like it, or you don't want it, you can give that away. Things like that. But I would say, like, ask me questions and I'll give you a ticket. Comment on the products, I'll give you a ticket. Tell us what you love about your products that you have, I'll give you some tickets. Book a party and you're going to get a whole big bunch of tickets. Join my team and I might hand you the whole package, and I just made it fun. And you want to be funny, you want to have fun, you want to keep a smile on your face, even if someone's looking at you like, I don't like anything, right? And you will get that. You will. I've had consultants who've done home parties and they're like, oh, these people were terrible. And you will get that. You will get that. But anyway, give out your prizes. And how did I give out my prizes? It depended on how the party went. Maybe I just did one. If I didn't like them and they weren't nice and they weren't playing along, and I see Kim Clements laughing. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. And I would only do one, right? But I'm telling you what, if they're shopping, they're having fun, they're chatting it up, and they're asking me tons of questions, you better bet I'm giving away 3 to 5 prizes. Depends on how many people is there as well, right? And that's another thing. You've got to, when you're host coaching your host, we coach our hosts to invite 150 to 200 people to our virtual parties. We don't want that many people at the house. No way, Jose. But you want at least 10 to 15 people there, right? And I can tell you that I would say 90% of my cooking shows were always between $600 to $1,000, and sometimes more. Cooking shows are great. People love to touch, feel, and taste our products. Okay, the checkout chat is the last thing, and it is super duper important. Of course, you find it a quiet place where you can set up your computer or your iPad or your phone, whatever you're using to check people out. Okay, and you take their order, you ask them the questions. And what would those questions be? It would be like, have you ever considered doing something like this? You asked me so many questions. I think you'd be really good at this. Right? If they say, no way, Jose, there's no way, then you go in for the booking. Right? Now, I will tell you that you have to be prepared that cooking shows beget cooking shows. That means they might want to have a cooking show too. So you have to be prepared to say, you have this many openings. Maybe you only want to do 1 or 2 cooking shows a month. Maybe you don't want to do any more, and you just say, I have openings for virtual parties. You have to judge that for yourself. I can't tell you what to do with that. But that's the gist of it. And then always rebooking your host at the end, whether it's a cooking show or a virtual party or a fundraiser, or, you're talking to somebody and they're talking over here. You hear these ladies talking about their daughter's going to get married and their nieces are getting married. You want to talk about your wedding shower, right? You want to talk about those wedding parties. There are tons of chances to do that. So that's about it. Does anybody have any questions about cooking shows? No? Pretty easy. All right. Well, I am going to turn it over to Daisy.
Wait. Sorry, you guys. I'm always the spur of the moment. So I had Elise message me asking me where it was in our Monday night document that we went over the web pages. I cannot find that. So just so you know.
Okay. Thank you.
Just so you could send it to her and direct her, and
Thank you.
because if I don't say it, I'll forget. Okay, everybody. So I wanted to bring it to your guys' attention that my celebrity friend, if you guys don't know, I have a celebrity friend, and you guys are going to meet her that all go to conference. So I'm super jealous, but Stacy Itzel, we're able to get some trainings from her. And there was a training that I thought was very helpful for people that are having parties that are struggling. Does anybody have any problems with their party struggling? Like with people seeing what they're posting, who's seeing it, all that stuff? Larry raised his hand, got a couple people nodding. So I thought this was a great time to show you a little bit of her training that she did about she just sends out a memo asking her host that's hosting a party for her to go live, just to pop in, to go live, to get the algorithm going, to get more people to see things. So I wanted to play, well, Lisa's going to play for me because I don't know how to, but a video with her speaking about how this has helped all of her parties.
Daisy, if I need to back this up more, please speak up.
I'm curious who has done that already.
I can't see.
Or Joe did. I can't even remember who trained on it now, but a lot of you remember that. Okay. So this past week, I did it for the very first time and I had 3.
I can't see her
hosts
talking. I just see her
picking up
Zoom
on it.
call.
Now I did sweeten the pot a little bit for them. I offered.
You can't see my screen?
I just see a Zoom on it. Can anybody see Stacy talking or is it just me?
She's at the very top.
No, it just says Zoom.
No, it just says Zoom.
Okay, let me. Stop sharing and try again.
I think you're gonna have to go back a little ways.
Okay, here we go.
There we go.
There you go.
Be sure to drop your name and your director's name in the chat. So how many of you remember a few weeks ago? I'm trying to think if I can remember
Daisy, is that
when
good?
it was.
Go a little bit forward.
Someone talk about asking their host.
Okay, now stop.
Last week. Drop in the chat if you have asked your host to go live in the parties. I'm curious who has done that already.
You could skip it a little ways if you want to.
I can't even remember who my in the resource document for you, but I want to show you one of my hosts, how adorable she was and how you know, sometimes we as consultants, okay, maybe I'll say me as a consultant, feel this pressure to be perfect, to have it all mapped out, planned out, like all the script done. And we're really putting a lot of undue pressure on ourselves. And that really was hit home to me this past week when I saw how my host went live in her party. So I'm going to share my screen. Let me close that. And this is Joanne's party. Oh, shoot. I had it pulled up and then it must have went away. Let me find it real quick. And then we can watch Joanne go live. It's here somewhere. I promise. There she is. Okay.
Happy Saturday. You know, it's 2,000 degrees here, so I'm having pool day with our family. We've got my sister-in-law in town. There's my sis and our friend and my brother-in-law. Anyways, it's 6 o'clock. I figured I should start cooking dinner. We're doing homemade tacos. But I wanted to show you 2 of my absolute favorite Pampered Chef items. I don't remember the name. I probably should have looked that up before I started. But one is this whole line. The enameled, I don't know, enameled something. But this pot, I use it for everything. And it's amazing. And I cook all kinds of things. And it gets all, you know, caked on in there and stuff, but it cleans like it's never been used. It's absolutely wonderful. It's one of my favorite pieces, and I actually got it from hosting a party using my reward, so that is something to think about. Then this little guy, I don't know what that's called either. I can't remember, but it's perfect for like ground meat or crunching up or crumbling up. Like I do it for when I have one for when I do cheesecake. I use it for crumbling my Oreos. Anyways, I just wanted to show you guys 2 of my very favorite products. Oh, and here's Rob over here. He's making homemade tortilla things and using a Pampered Chef bowl, of course, because that's what we do here. Anyways, I hope y'all are having a great day. Bye.
How awesome was that? Here's what I want you to see. Can you see this tiny little eye here and the number next to it? 66. 66 views on her live. Wouldn't you kill for that many views in your parties on a regular basis? And there were comments on it. The guests were engaging on it. Going live is so powerful in our parties. We can do it. Look how casual she was. She was like, oh, you decided to start cooking dinner and just show cooking dinner. What if we did that? And what if we can get more of our hosts doing that as well? So I'm going to show you what's in the resource document. Oops. This is what I sent to my host, the image and the wording. So I said, I'm going to offer a couple extra incentives to you during the party to help you increase your rewards. The other incentive, of course, is the host booking challenge. Here's the first one. Go live 3 times in your party on 3 different days and choose either one of these for free from me. And I sent him a little image, and it's got the sourdough bread and the chocolate chip cookie mix on there. And you got the link to the image right here. A little bit about the 2 items. And then I say, each time you go live, message me so I can keep tally and add one to your order. I also wanted to go in and comment on their lives. No obligation to do this, but it does help create excitement with your party guests, creates confidence in the products, and of course, helps with the success of your party. I'm going to be sharing lots of recipes and product demos too. So you'll have these words and that image in the Monday night call resource document. So I think it's easy to do. No pressure for them. And of course, it's going to help our party algorithms. And when our hosts are excited, our guests are excited. Kind of reminds me of the old days when I would do in-person parties and I would ask my host some of his or her favorite products, ask the guests some of their favorite products. And that's what would help make them so successful. I also don't know if you can see this or not, but one thing I put on here are ideas for them. Ideas to that they can talk about their favorite products on their wish list, product that they use more than they expected. Thank everyone for joining and share your excitement for the party. Encourage guests to participate for more tickets and prizes. Demo an easy to use product or share why you decided to host. My other 2 hosts kicked off their parties talking about their excitement and why they decided to share, why they decided to host. So all of that for you in the resource document. Okay,
you're good.
Something else that's in.
Okay, so I wanted to share that with you because again, everybody knows this, I like to go live. Like I'm a live freak. I like to just do it the spur of the moment, whatever is happening. I just like to show people what's going on. So I thought that this was going to be a game changer for all of your guys' parties. So if we could get our host to go live and just to go live like that lady did and show our products being used, I think we're going to get more views on our parties and the algorithm. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Does anybody have any questions about that? No?
I
Okay.
think that is an excellent idea. I haven't done it in a long time, but I have done that in the past. And I had somebody who did a great video, just talking about the things she wanted because she didn't have any Pampered Chef products. So that's a great idea and a good reminder to, sometimes we stop doing things that, so it's a great reminder to get back to doing that. Thank you, Daisy.
Yes, anytime, you guys. It's not me, it's my celebrity. Like she's amazing. Everything that she does is amazing. So, since we have a little bit of extra time, does everybody remember that training on the web pages? Anybody remember it? Not remember it?
I remember it. I just have to go find where it is.
No, I just wanted to see if anybody wanted me to show them real quick on like how to kind of go about doing it. It's super simple, you guys. It's super simple and it works with the free version as well.
Go for it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try my hardest because I'm going by the seat of my pants, right? Okay. So you guys, I rely on these so much. So I make them for even like my parties that are happening. I put in like my graphic, I put some words in here. If they have any questions, this is my project broadcast number with a little video, shop now, free shipping. So this is what I use. Oh, look, a picture of me. This is what I physically send to my host. I was doing it in Table, and then Table wasn't my friend anymore. Like I wasn't getting many people on Table. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over here. It says, Elisa says right here, add a page. Everybody see that? I can't see anybody but Christy Barrett. Can you see that right here? Okay, you're going to go add a page and it's going to bring you up this screen. So everything is over here. You're going to have image. You can upload an image. Let me just throw an image out here. So it's going to download my image and it's going to show over here. Then I could put in some words like, welcome to the party. And then it's gonna, once I click done, it will put it right underneath. This is just a paragraph. I like to do a headline that, you know, makes it pop. It makes it bold. So I do that first on whatever we're doing. And then what I think is amazing is it has links here. So here's a link that you guys could put in here, like shop now is what I do. And then put the shopping link or where you're taking them to the sell link or what link you're going to take them to. And then once you guys press done, it will have your button with your link on it, just like I had in the other one. And you could add video, images. You could even add a form to it. So it's all available here and it's super simple. I did one for my kids for the peaches. What I think is cool is they can email me. My phone's here. They could send me a message. They could do Venmo or Cash App. Those come in handy just for her fundraiser. So let me see. So then when you're done creating it, this is the one I just did for her fundraiser. Super simple, but it has all of my options. So this is going to be a great deal when we do the pay your age box. They're able to actually send you the money directly to you instead of having to try to get a hold of them. So at least that was kind of a quick rundown. You could always message me and I can help you out. I just wanted to throw that out there. Trish, did you see that? Anybody have any like questions for me? Trisha, do you have any questions?
I did, Daisy.
Yeah.
Do you do just one for your host or do you do one for the guests too?
I just put the host shopping link in there and then I give it to the host and I say something in the words of like, you could send this out to anybody that's not on Facebook. This is a great time to, like, right when they book the party with me. This is a great way to start getting pre-orders to come in before your party even starts because everything is there.
I do have a question.
Okay.
I do have a question. I was trying to type it. Is there training for boards? I don't use boards currently.
We've done some training on these calls, but you could directly reach out to me, Trisha, and I'll help you.
Okay.
It's super simple. Once you get the hang of it, it's kind of like when we had Post My Party when I first started. I was super overwhelmed, like, oh, I can't do this. And then it got easier and easier. That's kind of what boards is like. So you can always reach out to me.
Okay,
I don't know. Send me a friend request. Okay. So everybody, we had a call of action last week. We had a call of action to do recruiting the Curious George post, to do the fundraiser post, to do any of that. So this week, what I want to do is I want to, since conference is going and conference usually always has some great things, is to invite your friends and your family, whoever you could think of, to the opportunity event. Is it running this week?
No.
No, I
Okay,
saw
well, then
posted it is not.
you have to offer that to them next week and get them in there because we're going to probably have some great specials going on, but get it hyped up and do the message back that I have and get them on your list. Since everybody's going to conference, I don't want to be like harsh on you and make you guys do a ton of things. So that's kind of relatively in the realms of conference. Anybody else have any questions? Who's going to take a picture? Shelly?
Hey, everybody, get your cameras on.
Turn your cameras on and smile.
Oh, look
I'm
at
sitting
everybody
here in the
popping
dark in
on.
my camper.
You look fine, Larry.
Okay, I don't know why my thing isn't coming up. Hold on. Here we go. Ready, set, smile. Okay. Oh, another good one. That's awesome.
Yay. Okay, we'll put this in the chat too. We'll throw it out there in the resource document, or how did we do it last time? And then we can start posting it everywhere. post about how much you love us. Just kidding.
Thank you, guys.
Have fun at conference, everybody. Trisha, let me, it should be, let's see, you can stay on. This is what I am on Facebook. Oh,
Okay. Thank you.
Justine is on Kim's team.
Yeah.
Kim, send her my way. She wants to know how to become my friend.
No, that's okay though.
No.